What's up, people? It's me, Skunk Commentary. Your skunk host with the most. Yeah, today I'm gonna talk about school because we've all been there. And yeah. Yeah, I have so much to talk about today because today we're gonna talk about school, like I said, and we're gonna talk about some parts of school where it was completely worthless for me at least, and it's kind of a story time today and kind of commentary because yeah, today's my birthday and I feel like doing whatever I want on my channel. Yeah, we're gonna. The first thing we're gonna talk about is home. It's a subject in Sweden called home knowledge. I think that is just a pretty good direct translation of it because it is not really a. It's about how you learn to take care of home, and it was pretty worthless. I mean, it was really fun because we learned how to cook. And I thought that was pretty fun. I love to cook and I worked at cafes and all that. So yeah, I did not mind at all. But then the last year of school when we had it, 9th grade, because here in Sweden it's up to grade 9, and then when you're 15. Sometimes you're 16, like I was, because I'm born early in the year, and there it's and then we go on to gymnasium and a lot of other stuff. But last year they taught us nothing. It was worthless. Or that's an understatement. It was more than worthless. So throughout that entire thing, the first semester was literally just on how to eat a healthy meal.
Looks like they added more lights to hide the grime. Don't be fooled by the glamour. When you come to North
I'm serious.
money, morals, past, anything can fall through the cracks.
I am serious. It was nothing of value. We could have done that in one lesson, and it was like, okay, this is the stuff you need to take in on a regular, in every day. That was all. That was everything. So yeah, I am not raging, but I'm disappointed. Because that was 3 months where we could have done so much other stuff that we would actually need. I'm just getting started, by the way. And after that, it was basically these three things. Buy stuff that's secondhand, be vegan, and oh, there's a Jedi here. And do not drive. That was the whole second semester, and then the final part of it was like 20 minutes, 3 lessons at max. Which, what the fuck am I supposed to get in there? Is it like, no, that's not the way. Am I supposed to, go up? Oh yeah, there it is. But that was those last 3 weeks where everyone was tired. Everyone wanted to, wanted to be done with school. Everyone wanted to just be done and go home and have a summer vacation. Where's this button? Never mind. I won't come again. But those last 3 weeks were like, okay, this happens if you... They wanted to tell us what happens if you do not
What? No, it is not like that. He's like my little
poor guy. But yeah, it was how to not get what happens if you not pay your bills and all that stuff. And they taught us what happened if we do not do that. If we do not pay our bills, then this and that will happen. That's what they taught us. But they did never fully teach us how to make a budget or how to not get in these situations. That is like teaching you that the result of the math equation is 2, but you do not know the equation. It's only me that thinks that's pretty damn stupid. I mean, I would have learned more if we actually got to know what we were learning. And it is very common today for youths to get in these situations because we never learned. We never learned how to not get in these situations. We only learned what would happen. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. That's worthless. It's worthless. I need to charge my phone really quick though. There we go. There we go. Now I'm charging my phone too. But that is like telling that in the end of the new Call of Duty game, the main characters will die. But you never learn who the main character is. You never learn what's gonna happen. You never learn how they're gonna die. This is okay. That was a pretty dumb comparison, but still, it's dumb. It's dumb as fuck. Okay, I should probably stop complaining about that part. But what else was completely worthless in school? Because, well, in Swedish schools there are a lot of subjects combined into one called NO, which is biology and technical stuff and chemicals. Yeah, we got a lot of different stuff in that, and it sounds pretty fun. But it is a lot of it is fairly worthless. I mean, I do not need to know what chemical reactions will happen if I mix a stomach acid with piss. I don't need to know what chemical reactions will happen. And that's what they teach us, and that was one of the subjects I had most in the week. I think it was around 3 or 4 times. I mean, I had math 4 times a week, not 3 times a week. Which is a lot. Like, a lot. Like, more than I needed. A lot. And, yeah, it's not that worthless. It's not as worthless as teaching us what will happen without showing us how we get it, how we get out of a situation like that. Okay, I am yeah, I'm not very proud. I'm not very happy with it. And yeah, can also, we do not need that unless we are going to study that and become scientists. I mean, yeah, it's good that it teaches how a nuclear power plant works. But then I wanted to be taught how to make a nuke. And maybe blow us. Okay, that was a joke. That was a bad joke. That was a really bad joke. I mean, though it would be cool if school learned us how to build bombs. Instead of what happens if you combine water and flour. Yeah. But what else was worthless in school? I mean, what about SO then? The opposite to NO. SO was religion, geography, how society worked, and what else was it? Damn, I forgot the last part. History. I think that was a lot more necessary because history is considered to be one of the most important subjects. Because we do need to know what mistakes we've done in the past and how to improve that. But religion is also pretty useful because if you actually care about religion, you might know why some types of people do some things, and that could in the long run help against some sort of racism, I think, because yeah, if you get why people are like they are, then you don't really judge them the same, because how some people act in some countries is sometimes because of how their religion is like. And I think that is a pretty good thing to learn. So yeah, that is, in my opinion, pretty important. And then we also have the last subject. And then we have the whole society works, which I think is a great thing to understand. I mean, we learn how our government works and how that works and all that. So yeah, I think that is pretty important. Well, the other subjects that was pretty unimportant. I mean, there were probably some which I've forgotten. Because of how important they were. But which is so no, they could just be the excuse that, oh, you're just saying this because you dislike those subjects. That's not entirely the case. I mean, it's part of it, but I loved what's it called again? I loved how to make Iona because I finally felt like something necessary learn, but then it was completely unnecessary because it taught us jack and shit. Yeah, I'll just say that and end the discussion there. What else was unimportant in school? I mean, then we have all the stuff they didn't teach us. Because nowadays, it is very uncommon. It's very common for young people like myself to be depressed or to, you know, not have good care about our mental health. And school, they didn't teach us jack shit about it. I mean, they could have, for example, tried to help us with, you know, this is what you should do if you feel bad. What did they teach us then? Well, here's a number to call if you feel a bit bad. They will help you probably. Which is the most lazy, schmucky, idiotic, no-brain idea ever. And I think it's really bad that nobody taught students how to actually what can happen and how mental health works and all this shit. I am fucking pissed that we did not get taught that, because I think getting taught that in school could save lives. Because nowadays we have 2 pandemics in the world. We got Corona, obviously, and YouTube will probably take down my video for saying that word. And we have... So if YouTube, if you're watching it, I'm talking about the bear. Yes, not the virus. No, why would I? But that is one of the pandemics in the world. And then we have mental health, because the mental health nowadays of youths is on a dangerous level. Nowadays kids are... It's sick. It's sick how bad a lot of kids feel nowadays. I mean, me myself, I was depressed for a time. And that's saying something. And I know a lot of people who are depressed. I think I don't have the exact statistics, but I think 1 out of 5 or 1 out of 3 or something like that, a lot of people are depressed or are not feeling okay mentally. So yeah, I'll just say that and let you guys think out the rest. And now that these guys are trying to stop me, I can shoot them, I think.
Stop. I've been watching you on the surveillance monitors. I know what you're... Please.
Maybe they should be getting out of here.
Our security chief disabled the evacuation alarm. They only need a few...
Do it. Hurry.
Thank you.
But yeah, if this is such a big problem, why isn't school where all of the youths of the world are? Every young man, woman, child, at least in Europe and the place where depression is the most common, almost everyone are in school. And what do they get for being in school? Stress, which leads to mental health issues. And does it help that they get these mental health issues? Does the school do anything about that their students are ending their own lives because of that they're depressed, or that they stay home because of that because they can't go to school?
The idolized property will
Yeah.
on the streets for days. I could already hear his home windows, our billions of credits going up in smoke.
Maybe the Eidolon will ask you for a loan.
Yeah, I'd give my left leg coup to see that gank beg me for credit. I got some discretionary...
Hunter's gotta know. Government should talk about it. They go.
Wait, what did you find, Anuli?
I don't even know what to continue this conversation with more than this. But yeah, let's
Talk to me, Mako.
I asked Simuli to help me watch for possible bounty hunter mission. Here it is. This is all things will.
But I think there's some other things that school should teach us.
Hey, it's possible, but it'd probably be a good.
Time to go to work.
The warehouse they ship the parts to.
Okay, I don't know what this is about, and I don't think I want. Take care of your personal.
Yeah, let's move on to some stuff that I think could be of act. Could be what else is important that school hasn't taught us. That they probably should teach us. And what is that school need to teach us? Yeah, a lot of stuff. Firstly, we've got how to survive outdoors, and I recently learned it in gymnasium. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that and let you guys think what you want about it, and maybe some stuff like how to detect scams on the internet, and there's just so much stuff. And if you get suggestions around, please put them in the comments. And yeah, I think we can actually end it here. So again, like and subscribe, because each like and each subscriber would be the best birthday gift you could give me. And yeah, I don't think it's a lot more to hey, type in the comments what you thought was unimportant in school, or what did you enjoy in school. I really enjoyed English, for example. It's one of my favorite subjects. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one.